Hey, it's Big Bob, and it's Sunday, July the 2nd, 2017, and today's word is traveling. And I'm in this insane cycle. As I was traveling with the whole car full of 4 kids and family members, it was really not the right time to be trying to do the Devo. Just not enough alone time, not enough. I need to really pay attention and answer questions and solve problems. So I'm taping it today, Monday, July the 3rd. And I'm returning the van. This is the wonderful Odyssey van that my sister allowed us to use on this big road trip. It was a really good deal. I never really been a van guy, but in this case, I'm like, wow, this van is awesome. It rocks. So I'll be in the van again on Thursday night and Saturday to get the kids back from the camp. Well, let me just say to you kindly that traveling, the Lord does have us travel. He had the Israelis traveling for 40 years out in the desert. Now, they didn't have to do all that traveling. They could have made it a lot quicker, but of course they weren't obedient. So we can save ourselves a heap of trouble, a heap of time by just following what God has for us, and we'll travel much faster towards what God has for us if we're not bucking against there's a scripture I remember when I was younger, a pastor preached on. He's fighting against the pricks. He's going against the grain. He's trying to be oppositional. And of course, there's always a reason for it. Well, I'm just not going to do it. I got boundaries. I got this. I got that. And you're just so convinced. And yes, there is a place for fighting for what you think is right. There is a place for standing up for, red, white, and blue in America and all that. That's all very, very wonderful. But the point is that when is it time to say, I surrender all, I surrender all to Jesus, I surrender all. Sometimes it's just time just to surrender. With the Casa del Green, you could have put money on it that I would never sell the Casa del Green. I would never let it go. I would never be the man who walked away and left all my stuff out. Took all my stuff out of the Casa del Green. But that's exactly what happened. On Saturday, a week ago yesterday, I walked away from the Casa del Green with nothing left at the house. Not a picture, not a memorial stone, nothing. I left everything there that was part of the property. I took all my property with me, 4 truckloads. My family just reminded me it was 4 truckloads. 4 truckloads. Because we had the initial load, where we had to get all of our most precious stuff out so the maniacal camper would not destroy the stove, the cutting board. I thought, you know what, if you're going to be a jerk, then you're not going to have a very nice time here at the Casa del Green. I'm taking things away. So I started hauling things away. I left them a working stove. I left them a working refrigerator. But I took away the deluxe refrigerator. I took away the deluxe stove. I took away the deluxe cutting board. I took away all the deluxe, because if I wasn't going to be there, well, then we don't need to have the deluxe. We can just have the simple. And they were all freaked out and, oh my God, it's horrible. It's horrible. Horrible. I said, well, why didn't you say thank you while I was there? Say, thank you, Bob. Thank you so much. You have an awesome refrigerator. You're an awesome guy. The stove is amazing. I love the griddle. The cutting board, there's nothing like it. It's amazing. But no, nobody was thankful when I was there. But when I pulled the Shekinah glory of God out of that house, all of a sudden, whoa, they got kind of serious. Like, this is crazy. What are you doing? You can't live like this. Well, you can live like that, and most people do. So traveling. On Sunday, we traveled up to Jackson, California, about a 6.5, 7-hour journey from the LA County Fairgrounds on up to Jackson. And We got up there in good time, and we had a very nice time. I put the gas in the tank, the whole 9 yards. It was awesome. And I think that God, Yogi, I think God is very, very gracious to us as we travel. He says that goodness and mercy, what is the word? Let's go back. Goodness and mercy, well, what? What's it going to do? How's it going to follow us if we're not going anywhere? We have to get moving. We have to get on the road again. I'm back with Jesus on the road again. Where's Willie Nelson when you need him? Come on, Willie, back me up. Elvis has left the building. Wow. We all travel in these four-wheeled or 18-wheel or 16-wheel or 2, 4, 6-wheel vehicles. Some of us travel on 2-wheeled motorcycles. Some of us are on a little unicycle. Not many clowns left in the world, thank the Lord. Clowns are kind of creepy now all of a sudden. It's funny, when I was a kid, Bozo the clown and all the clowns, and I mean, it was like the coolest thing in the world. But our world has gotten so cynical now that a clown, a happy-faced, joyful, jubilant clown, is considered a scary, scary character. And Lord forbid if you want to dress up as a clown, because all of a sudden you're seen as a creep and a freak and a scary person. And there's actually been people who've dressed up as clowns to commit crimes, and it's like, and then of course you think, what does this old man have to do with all these children? And now it's understandable if you have your own family around you and it's Thanksgiving and you're all together. Well, that's a different thing. But if you're going to places where there's children, but they're not your children, and you have no business there, and you're not there for your nephew's, your niece's recital, and you're just there as, hi, I'm a clown. I'm a happy clown. That's just. I've seen old men do that in the last 3 years, and I'm just always freaks me out. I'm like, oh my God, you have no idea how creepy you are. You have no idea what kind of a person would do that. What kind of a person would dress up in a little funny outfit or try to be coochie coo? How are you with kids that aren't your own? I mean, in today's world, not smart, Sherlock. Not smart. So we're traveling. Even without clowns, we're traveling. And one of the secrets to the traveling was you have to be patient. You have to be patient. I expected to be out in LA about 6 a.m. I wasn't out there about 7:30. So the first pickup, the last pickup of the day on Sunday was kind of, we been up since 4. Where have you been? And I'm like, I didn't tell you to get up at 4. I said maybe between 6 and 7. We're about a half hour off. We're not that far off. We're doing okay. And traveling wears you out. You get tired when you're traveling. You really do. You get kind of a little bit worn out, a little bit verklempt there. And but traveling is fun. We get to see all kinds of things we didn't see before. We got we had a bunch of Minions today at the McDonald's because they were selling Minions, and we had chicken nuggets, we had KFC, we had Taco Bell, and I overdid it with that Taco Bell. I'll tell you, I did too much. I was with my sister and I was cutting up packets and eating it up, and every bite had sauce, and I finally got the Taco Bell revenge that they always talk about. I never had it before, but I'm like, okay, that must be what it was. It was that crazy Taco Bell. And it wasn't that Taco Bell's bad, but too much of a good thing. I can't really eat fruit very much either. Let me have it. I mean, no, it doesn't bode well. It's kind of not a good idea to be having too much of any kind of thing. Is not right. Where are you traveling to? Now, in my particular case, my young people were all going to go up to a camp that my aunt, my grandmother's sister, built back in 1962. And so it's a really historic camp, and the people wonder, well, why'd you go all the way to Jackson? Why are you going to Jackson? Isn't there a camp across the street you can go to? Yeah, but my aunt didn't build the camp across the street. And this camp, when you get up there, once you're up there, whoa. Once you're up there, whoa. It is amazing, amazing, amazing. I mean, it's a whole different world. My family was all excited because they got to see these Victorian homes they'd never seen before, and like, we got to buy a Victorian home. Look, it's only $90,000. It's only $150,000. Look at the land. Look at it. It's awesome. We're gonna get a house. We're gonna get a house. We're gonna get a house. You're gonna get a house. We're gonna get a house. Well, I don't know. We may get a house. We'll have to take a look and see. Look at our long-term plans and see what we got going on. I want to just have a week without any excitement. And that week's not going to happen this week because I've got tomorrow's 4th of July. Then it's going to be Wednesday. I'm going to be working on the roof, the enclosure for the wonderful studio right near the LA County Fairgrounds. I got to work on the studio and get that thing set up. And then Thursday I'm out in Studio City, and I come back and I have to get the same van back again. And then Friday it's the long and lonely road. Dun, 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 dun. So we'll be traveling up north, and then I might actually go to Lake Tahoe on Saturday because I don't have anything that's really all that particular. I mean, my family would miss me at home, so I'll have to ask them and see if that's okay. But if I took a little day and went to, I don't think I'm going to go. I think I'll just come right back because I don't want to go without my family to Lake Tahoe. But we'll come back. We'll get right back to LA. And then some of my family is going to be going to New York City. New York City! Yeah, New York City. They're going to be going there. It's going to be amazing. So big, they must have been saving up for the last 20 years. A very expensive trip. And they're going to go and have a nice time. See Al Roker, see the Today Show, SNL. They're going to see it all. It's going to be awesome. Well, I'm going to be traveling forward in time with my family and with the new Casa del Green studio near the fairgrounds in Pomona, California. So it will never replace Casa del Green in Pasadena above the Rose Bowl. The historic Casa del Green camp was really, you know. But the idea of camping, for instance, let's say, when you're camping, you're not moving in permanently. And I think that the Lord allowed me to call Casa del Green a camp because He knew that I wasn't going to be there forever. The Lord knew more than me. I like the whole feel of a camp, temporary, rural, you know. But the Lord knew that when I called Casa del Green a camp, it wasn't a fictitious story. It was a temporary location. I wasn't going to be there forever. I camped in Pasadena for almost 20 years. I think that's plenty of time to be camping in Pasadena. Well, I'm out of time. I got to run. Love you so much. God bless you. You can call me at 213-713-8954 or 8954green@att.net. On the Twitter at Mr. Bob8954. And of course, you're watching Bob's Daily Devo on YouTube. Remember, save August 26th for the barbecue, open house, hospitality potluck at the historic Casa del Green studio near the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. And I'll see you until then. Love you.